Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. And it's Friday. It's the 12th of March. It's the day before my daughter's 19th birthday. I still can't believe that my youngest is 19 years old tomorrow. Anyhow, it's the most beautiful day today. Very, very windy. It's been pretty vile for the last couple of days. But it looks a bit more like spring today, which is good. So feeling a little bit more optimistic with life, I hope. How are we all doing? Anybody who is watching live, please click on the StreamYard thing and just give them permission so I can see your comments and say hi. It'd be lovely to see you. So today we're going to talk about the secrets of combating the fear of failure. There's a reason that I'm doing this, and there is, I'll tell you. Good morning, Ashley. Oh my God, I can't wait to get back to Nordic walking. I wish you'd be doing it nearer me. I wish you would so that I can get on with it because I just loved it so much. Tell me when you're going to be starting again. So, the secrets to combating fear of failure. I have a lovely friend called Denise Little who runs the Mind Reset Lounge, and she is absolutely awesome. And she posted this week, I'd already decided that I was going to be talking about this anyhow, but she posted this week all about fear of failure and the fear of failing and what the difference is between it. And it just really resonated. Actually, I will be watching this space, 29th of March. How exciting. Excellent. So fear of failure is a result of having done all you can, but failing all the same. Failing is having all of those opportunities right in front of you and knowing that you hadn't done everything that you should have done. The dread of failure could seriously be weighing you down. Luckily, there are ways to drive the fear away and adopt a more useful viewpoint. I will explain to you in a minute, and I will probably get quite vulnerable about all of this, but hey, never mind, that's what this is all about, isn't it? It's showing our true selves. So fear can be very purposeful emotion in certain situations. Irrational fear of failure is often more detrimental than useful. But so instead of keeping you safe from harm, the feeling might be slowing down your progress and undermining your efforts. The good news is that there are several things that you can do about this. Combating the fear of failure depends on your attitude and overcoming it with your mindset more than anything else. So, as most of you know, hang on. Puppy is deciding to get into my coat at the moment to get all the treats. Piper, get down, please. Piper, get down now. Get down. Good girl. Get down. Good girl. Excuse me. As a lot of you know, I ran a challenge at the end of February, which was hugely successful. Lots of people on it. We've had masses and masses of comments, loads of really good testimonials. A lot of people saved a great deal and also increased their profit, which is what the whole point of it was. However, I really, really wanted people to sign up to my 6-week group coaching course. And I had a couple of people interested, but nobody signed up. And I went into a massive decline. I pulled the course, decided not to run it. It wasn't obviously the right time. I blamed it on myself. I blamed it on homeschooling stopping. I blamed it on COVID. I blamed it on anything and everything I possibly could. But mostly I blamed it on myself. And I associated that failure as that is who I am. It defined me at the time. And it was really, really scary. It brought me right down. I have been quite low this week because of it. But I am now moving on from that and learning from it and realizing that actually, obviously, it just wasn't the right thing for me to be doing at the time. So what can we do to help combat that fear of failure? Number one, give it a positive meaning. So it is quite difficult to stop associating failure with a negative outcome because the terms themselves seem to be very negative. which doesn't really help. So failing at a task essentially means only one thing, and that is trying again. Tweaking things, trying things again. I'm going to be redoing that course, but I'm going to be changing completely how I do it, so that it actually fits with me, so that it aligns with my values, which it wasn't doing. Train yourself to view a failure in a more positive light if you possibly can. It's like it's a learning opportunity. What can you learn from not being able to do that, whatever it happened to be? What can you do next? What can you do next time to tweak it, to change it, to make it more excellent? Ashley saying, I missed the challenge, might be interested another time. I love group coaching. Oh, fantastic, Ashley. Well, I can let you do the challenge anytime you want to. I will let you into the course, into the Facebook page if you'd like, because it is actually still open, because people keep asking me to keep it open, which I have. And so all of the videos are actually still in there. I will private message you, Ashley. Anyhow, how can you train yourself to view that failure in a more positive light? What can you do to change that? What can you do next time? What can you observe as far as your reactions to that failure? It's exactly what I had to do this week. I had to look at that failure as I saw it, with a positive outcome, and work out what it was that I'd learned. What were my learnings from not being able to do that course, not being able to do the group coaching? What could I bring into the rest of me so that I didn't feel this? Because if you don't get into this feeling of what am I learning from this, then how are you going to move on? I didn't honestly think you can. I think honestly failure is a bit of a distraction from fear. If there's a real fear of something, then that's fine. You need to sort that one out. So number 2 is making failure a part of your plans. Now, this is massive. Now, when I work with my clients, we meet on a quarterly basis or a monthly basis, depending on what package they're on, and we go through their SWOT analysis. For those who don't know, SWOT analysis is your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And it makes you really, really focus on your business. I mean, really focus on your business. Not always in a great way as far as you might be concerned, but it does actually help, because then we look at your opportunities and we try and work out how you can make them into strengths. So that's what a SWOT analysis is. But one of the things that we try to do in when we're setting up our action plan is we are building failure into it. Now, I should have done this with my group course when I was planning it. I should have done it. Hate that word, but never mind. Viv's just saying she teaches people that she works with that failure is in the path to success. This is so true. Let me just see. There we go. Look, it worked. Viv runs an amazing course called, a company called Funkhead, which helps teenagers and their parents deal with all the stresses and strains of life, and the negative, everything that's going on in their lives, and helping them through it. And Viv is unbelievable. But yeah, teaching people that you work with failure as part of the success. That's exactly what I'm saying. When we do our action plans, we build in something that for failure. And I should have done that with my course. If I actually thought, okay, if this fails, if this doesn't work for whatever reason, what can I do to deal with that psychologically, but also physically as well? What can I do, and emotionally? What can I do that is going to be my learning from that? And I think if we can plan that, build the failure into our plans, then it can really, really help it. It can also, takes the edge off that emotion. If you remove the unknown from the equation, I think it's incredibly important. So number 3 is to reevaluate your goals. Huge goals and unrealistic expectations are just the ideal breeding ground for developing fear of failure. I really can't speak today. I'm so sorry. If you burden yourself with the obligations that are very hard or almost impossible, or probably actually impossible to manage, then you're going to make it more likely to fail. What's the saying? Prepare to fail. No. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. It sort of says it all, doesn't it, really? I mean, you don't have to cut your goals down completely or your intentions down completely, but just stop expecting success all the time. Success is not going to happen all the time. You are not going to make a profit in your business all of the time. If you do things in the right way, then you're going to make it in a much better way than you have been. But success is not inevitable. It can't be inevitable. That is just such an enormous amount of pressure that we're putting on ourselves. And actually, I think that's a lot of issue with schools and teenagers at the moment. They are expecting success all the time, and I think it's unrealistic, totally unrealistic, and it is setting them up to fail. And they don't understand that failure is, as Viv's saying, and she's teaching the teenagers, is that failure is in the path to success. It has to be. Success cannot be all of the time. And if you don't put in there a small area for failure, then the emotion and the psychological effect of failing is massive. It's huge. I hope my daughter won't mind saying this, but as I say, she's 19. She's at uni at the moment. And she's in her first year, and she has a massive fear of failure, because as far as she thinks, failure means that she's let herself down and she's let everybody else down. I'm trying really, really hard to teach her that, as Viv specifically says here, that failure is in the path of success. You learn by your mistakes. It is absolutely imperative. Viv's just saying, I found the people who struggle most with failure are the ones who are successful. Clever teens are the worst. Says it all, doesn't it? It really does. So what can you do? What can you do to stop this? First of all, plan for failure. Secondly, change the negative values to the positive values. What can you get out of that if you have failed at something? Turn the failure into a chance of success. It's going to take quite a lot of time possibly, and it's probably going to be quite a strong mental discipline to do this. But if you can embrace failure and drive that fear away, the benefits will be immense. If you can learn to disregard the negative and turn failure into a useful tool, you'll start to experience the progress every step of the way. Anybody who wants to talk to me about profit, about anything to do with your business, I'm not going to charge you. Happy to talk to you about it. Ashley, I will let you into that group. And guys, thank you so much for being here. I've been here for 13 minutes. That's quite long enough on a Friday morning. We've all got lots of things to do. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I am actually going to see my daughter this weekend because it's her birthday and it's Mother's Day, and I haven't seen her for a very long time, and she's suffering a bit at the moment. So I need to be with her. And that's all there is to it. So have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all next Friday. Bye.